Now coming to the initial steps. Once full flow is achieved, you are going to completely transfer the heart and lung to the extracorporeal circulation. You turn off the ventilator. No more ventilation is required because lung is bypassed. Hypothermia is initiated. Depending upon the surgery, you decide on the temperature is required. Usually you go up to 28 to 32 degree Celsius. The initiation of cardiopulmonary bypass is often associated with the period of hypotension. Once you go on bypass, suddenly the blood pressure which was 120 suddenly drops to 20 to 30 for few seconds, then it goes up. This, if hypotension is slightly, then the prolonged period, you give alpha agonist, phenylephrine or some amount of volume to maintain the blood pressure. Coming to neurological monitoring. With initiation of cardiopulmonary bypass, cerebral oximetry value can transiently decreases, but it gets back to normal in a few seconds. Acute reduction in cerebral oximetry values show that there is poor superior vena cava drainage or selective perfusion of single aortic blood vessels. Marked change in cerebral oximetry value warrant additional confirmation of the cannula position and function. How will you know about the adequacy of perfusion? You monitor the hemodynamic variable. Blood flow from the arterial pump is manipulated across a range of 1.6 to 3 liter per minute per meter square to deliver a arterial blood pressure of 50 to 90 millimeter of mercury and maintain the mixed venous oxygen saturation greater than 65%. So, three important things are there in adequacy of perfusion. The flow is ranging between 1.6 to 3 liters per minute per meter squared. Your mean arterial pressure can range between 50 to 90 and the SpO2 is greater than 65%. Any hypotension or hypertension that occurs despite adequate flow and SpO2 can be adjusted by altering what is called systemic vascular resistance. This can be altered with vasodilator or vasoconstrictors. Now coming to the changes which happens with hemodynamic with the onset of cardiopulmonary bypass, full bypass and when you wean off cardiopulmonary bypass. Here you can see as you initiate and go into partial bypass, your arterial pressure comes down. On full cardiopulmonary bypass, there is no pulse style flow and it is in the mean pressure of range of 50 to 70. Then as you wean, the pulse style flow comes into picture and post cardiopulmonary bypass with your inotrope and your management, the blood pressure returns back to normal. And again in the CVP, here you can see the CVP goes to 0 as a flat line with cardiopulmonary bypass because the entire venous drainage is gone into the venous reservoir. And then as you wean, the CVP comes back to normal. Similarly, your pump flow, as you put on cardiopulmonary bypass, the entire thing is by the pump flow. Initially with partial bypass, some contribution from the body is there. But as you wean off and go on full cardiopulmonary bypass, the pump flow is entirely, you bypass the heart and lung. And then as weaning, you contribute little from the pump and contribute little from the systemic circulation. And as you wean off, totally the pump is off and the entire thing is done by the heart and the lung of the patient.